Hello and welcome to prompt number 60. Are you ready to get into it? Let's just get into it. Okay, it's a single and we have octopus. This is going to be a lot of fun to play around with. Here we go. I don't know if you guys do this as well, but I have a list of ideas for drawings that I have that, well, to be honest, I rarely touch. But before I started sketching for this octopus, I thought of it. I've had the idea of turning an octopus into a tree for about a year now, so I was really excited to be able to explore that idea finally with the prompt series. For whatever reason, I never get around to drawing the things from that list, so whenever I'm able to put them into my YouTube projects, I'm very excited to finally have the chance to visit those ideas that have been sitting there for a year. So I started off with the original octopus tree idea, and then I thought it would be cute to turn other objects into octopuses. I'm going to say octopussies because it's funny. So I thought of a few things that were long and lanky and had lots of little things that could be turned into octopus legs or tentacles. So spaghetti was the first thing that came to mind, and then I thought of a ball of yarn, and then I wanted to do something that had ink in it, so I did a paintbrush with ink, and that one's pretty dang cute. So I was pretty dang excited about these, and I couldn't wait to get started on them. So I wanted to work on these in the order that I liked them, from the least liked to the most liked, because, I don't know, the tree one is cute. It's really interesting. It's not as cute as the others, but I wasn't really feeling it as much as the others, so I knew I wasn't going to like it as much. I will admit right away, it does remind me of the Deku in Majora's Mask that turned into a permanent tree and died. The one that makes everyone cry, you know. The dead one that you see early on and is, I think, the son of the butler. The son of the butler, is that right? Either way, it reminds me of the Deku, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with seeing, I guess, inspiration from your art. It definitely wasn't on my mind when I created this piece, but I can definitely see maybe how inspiration could have crept secretly into this piece. But either way, I do like the outcome of this piece. It's not the most successful out of the four, but I do think it is very fun, and I do like it either way. And as you will see in a little bit, I did get really inspired by the Cheap Art Supply Challenge, and I did want to try to explore using colored pencils a little bit more. Colored pencils are something that I have been wanting to try to incorporate into my illustrations for a while now, but I don't know, haven't done it yet. Though I noticed when I did these pieces, I shaded it and did everything with watercolor, and then I couldn't really find a place to put colored pencils. I tried to squeeze them in here and there, but I think in the end these pieces were just really small and not super detailed, so I don't think there was really much room for watercolor pencils or just colored pencils at all. So I did try to squeeze them in, but I didn't really end up using them too much, but oh well. Moving on to the paintbrush and ink octopus, I was pretty excited about this one because it was cute. Though I think in the end I made it quite less cute than the original sketch. The original sketch was, I guess, super chibi, and then this one, I made it a little bit bigger and a little bit more brush-like and not just a cute little octopus on the end of a brush. But I still really like the way this one turned out because it does feel, like I said, a lot more brush-like, so it's just like a subtle octopus. And I do think it's really fun that there's ink coming out of it, like an actual brush. So it just really ties it together to being more like a brush and an octopus together. Though I have to admit, I did Google if octopussies, if they do have ink, because I know that squids have ink. But I think I'm always questioning if octopussies have ink, and yes, they do. They do ink. So I think this one's really cute. I did want to, I guess, stick with more earthy colors because I didn't want it to be too bright and crazy. My brushes are a sort of bright blue color, but I did want to keep it with a brown and black color. Something about this one I just feel like was a little bit more natural than the other ones, and I wanted each of these pieces to have their own colors. This one is just like a black one, the spaghetti one has some yellow in it, and the final one has some pink in it, so that I just wanted to make sure each one had a very separate, I guess, aspect to them, so the color was really easy to tell them apart, and I like it. Next up, we are finally getting into the octopussies that I really like. So the spaghetti octopus is my second favorite out of the bunch. I just think it's really cute. It just looks kind of pathetic with its ball of meat body, and it just looks like it's suffering. Its mouth is all just a big blobby thing, and it's a blobby thing, and I love the way that the tentacle things are all just hanging there, and they're super extra long and lanky compared to the others. And it just looks so silly. I don't know what it is. I think I also just really like the fact that the body and the tentacles are completely separate. They don't even connect to each other. Unless those noodles are actually going through the meat, which I doubt they are. This octopus could be separated and then it wouldn't work. I mean, let's be honest, this whole octopus thing doesn't make any sense anyways. But it's just kind of silly how the body and the tentacles are completely separate things. As much as I love this octopus in particular, can you imagine? This is the only one that seems to be interacting with some sort of human because it's on a fork. Could you imagine picking up your spaghetti and you're about to eat it and then it comes alive like this? I don't know if I would be terrified and disgusted or if I would be very excited to have a spaghetti octopus pet that would forever be my friend because I have no friends. Would it try to eat me? Would it spit sauce in my face instead of ink? Overall, this is a pretty cute guy and I do like him a lot. This is Dave's favorite octopus. My favorite octopus is the next one, so let's get into the fourth and final octopus. If you can't tell, this is a yarn octopus, and I got the idea because, well, it's just another lanky and long thing to turn into an octopus. Something that I really enjoyed about this design is that I kept all of the tentacles on one half of the page and kept the other one a little bit more blank, more white space. I gave it more white space to keep it a little bit more balanced, and overall I just really like the asymmetry of it. I think it's really fun. I think the main reason though that I did that is because I had the face on one side and I didn't want the tentacles to be coming out of its head, but I think it works and I really enjoy how one side of the paper is a lot busier than the other. It grabs your attention and the other side can be where your eyes have a place to rest. I don't knit myself, but I do like to sew, so I do feel like that I just have a little bit more of a connection to this particular octopus than I do the other ones, despite one of them being a brush. I guess I forgot about that. Casey's a fake artist! Casey's a fake artist! I had originally put down gray paint for the knitting needles, and then I realized that gray wasn't exactly as bright as the rest of the yarn bits. And plus, if I put a light brown in there, it would definitely tie this together with the rest of the octopus's pussies. So I thankfully was able to take up that wet paint with a paper towel and put down a sort of light brown, because I just think light brown goes with that light pink a lot better than the light gray, and I liked it more. So yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my 4 octopussy designs. Which of these is your favorite? I will put a poll here. Let me know. Mine, of course, is the yarn octopus. Second is the spaghetti. Third, the brush. And fourth, the poor tree. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see how creative you guys get with the prompt octopus. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. As usual, I had so much fun looking at how creative you guys were with this prompt. You created so many creatures, you created so many different settings, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't just pick one featured piece. I probably could have picked 5, but I had to narrow it down to 2. The piece by Morvalet or Morvale, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce anything. I just loved how you put this piece together to where I could imagine this being a whole world. The struggle of this poor little elf creature carrying this pine cone over to the mouse that pulls this cart, it is so cute, I can't handle it. It's just so adorable to think of what kind of things they have to collect to make their houses or to eat. Just a small little world where mice or rats carry carts, which I can't handle. The piece by Kimchi Simo is something that I love, which is mixing realism with not so realism. Having that realistic looking pine cone, but these cartoony, adorable pumpkin seeds running all over it was so cute and I couldn't handle it. Look at them, they're just so happy and they're exploring and running around. It's so cute. So once again, thank you all so much. I cannot wait to see what you do with octopus. Bye.